Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts like the chart behind me, which is of NIO, ticker symbol NIO. And so here I am recording this on Wednesday, May 8th during market hours, and NIO is currently trading at a price of $5.21, being down about 5.5% so far on the day, having gapped down from yesterday's close, which was at a price of $5.51. And so, I just wanted to go over this because I did see a pattern that was highlighted on Twitter that I went over. I was expecting price to actually go to around $6.30 before turning around, but I don't think that's happening, as we did put in a high on May 6th of $6.04, but I still do think the pattern could be in play. Just levels are going to be a little bit adjusted. And so that pattern is really just based on this purple downtrend, which is based on the high from February 16th of $6.34 and the high from March 12th at $6.30. And so from that slight downtrend, I thought price might be testing it around 620 to 630 and then pulling back. And so we have seen a pullback, but we did not get to that level. And the pattern that I am referring to would be an inverse head and shoulders pattern, with the left shoulder being here, head being here, and then right shoulder is potentially now forming. And so while price did not get much higher than $6 a share, we can still adjust this downtrend. So we do get an intersection here that would correspond to the armpit between the head and the right shoulder. And so in order to do that, I am just going to adjust this pivot point from the 12th to be at the close for the day, which was $6.19, which was also the open for that day. So I'm just going to adjust that here. And from that, we actually get a pierce of that level. So that is being pretty conservative, I would say. We could even move this level higher. And so I might actually do that and actually might just move it to the high here of $6.04. And so from that, now we have an adjusted neckline, no closes above it, and we can try to get an idea of where price might be pulling back to and where price might be going. And so in order to get an idea of where price might be going, I have done this Fibonacci retracement here, going from the low hit on April 22nd at a price of $3.61. Do think that that was a great dip buying opportunity and that we will not be returning to that level. And then so from that low, taking it up to the high from May 6th at $6.04, I have three levels here marked in gray. One of them being the 382, which is at right around $5.11. The low so far for the day has been $5.11, so we might be respecting that as support. But what I see as being more likely is a dip to the 50% level at $4.82.5. And the reason why that seems more likely to me is because this pivot low that was hit on March 5th is at a price of $4.78, marked by the red line. And that does correspond with the tops of these candles here, this consolidation here, and that 50% level. And so I do think that we might be finding support there. And you might also notice that there is this white downtrend that I have drawn there. And so that is really big picture, the base of this, what possibly is a falling wedge here. And so the two pivot points for that downtrend are the low from October 24th of 2022, which was $8.38, and then the other pivot low here, which was $7, hit on June 1st of 2023. And so looking at the chart here, I could definitely see price pulling down to that level. But if it does break below it, I do have the 618 here marked at $4.53.8. And if price does tip below these levels, the convergence of these levels over here, I think $4.50 would be a great dip buying opportunity. And I do think support would be found there, if not up here. And part of the reason for that is this volume shelf that we see here that is very pronounced, corresponding with the consolidation over here. I do think that would be excellent support, and that would mark the top of this inverse shoulder here, and that could be a great dip buying opportunity if we're not already seeing that now. And so for head and shoulders patterns, inverse head and shoulders patterns, one thing that we can do is take a measurement to get an idea of where price could be going. So going from the low here of 361 up to that neckline, that represents about a $2.50 move. And so if price is to pull back and then retrace to the neckline, we can move this measurement to approximately where we might be seeing a break. Maybe that's happening around a month from now in June. And so from that retracement, we could be seeing price going up to around $8.40. Maybe a little higher, maybe a little lower. I do think it will be tough for us to break above $7 a share, as we do see a lot of this consolidation just above that level, corresponding to this volume shelf here. And if we do take a step further back, we can see that $7 does represent that pivot point from the white downtrend and this yellow line. But maybe price goes even higher, potentially going up to right around $9 a share. There was a little gap formed right around that price. So, I do think price could be getting up there, but maybe bumping into some resistance. And maybe if it does get to that level, maybe that would be corresponding with the white downtrend from the top part of the wedge that I've shown earlier. So, I do think that if price is coming down to $5 a share, $4.80, or even $4.50, I think that will mark a bottom, and that we will be seeing some violent moves to the upside, potentially 2xing from 450 if that is to be the case. And so, I am really looking forward to that, and I think it's just going to be a great few months ahead for NEO once we do finally find the bottom here, which I do think, will be right around $4.80. And so what I plan on doing is probably adding a little bit at these levels, more conservatively up here, and then more aggressively down here. And then I'm just looking forward to the future because I think it's going to be a bright one. But those are just my thoughts. If you found them helpful, make sure you like the video, share your thoughts in the comments down below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thanks a lot for watching.